Welcome back to another Eagle Herb video. More specifically, an Eagle Herb hiking video. A good old 2-day backpacking trip. We're gonna be going out to the Canyonlands National Park, and more specifically, the Needles district of the Canyonlands National Park. One of the least visited national parks here in the United States. It was also one of the last mapped areas in general in the United States. Super remote, high plains desert area. Today we're looking at about like a high of 93, and tonight we're looking at about 65 degrees through the night. Huge temperature fluctuations on a high plains desert like this. Very dry, very hot, very cold. So let's get it. So today we'll either be hiking 9 miles to camp, or we'll be hiking 14 miles to camp. I'll get into more of that later. We're going to be camping in the Backcountry camping spot CP2, which is Chesler Park 2. And then we're going to be waking up tomorrow and hiking through and completing our loop. We're going to be going through some slot canyons. We're going to be seeing some arches. Man, I'm excited, man. Alright guys, so I just picked up my official backpacking permit. Got my WAG bag. Bought an extra gallon of water at the visitor center just in case. And man, we're headed to the trailhead, so. Well, it's not looking too good over there. My trail is leading right into that rainstorm. So we're gonna have to kind of keep an eye on that. Definitely do not want to run into any flash flood areas, or really even wet areas for that matter. I'm hiking on just pure slick rock right now, so you don't want fucking wet slick rock, you want dry slick rock. One thing I will say though is that this shade's pretty nice. Pretty exposed part of the trail here, so rad little rock formation behind me here. Can't see it right now, but right over my head there's a big hole. It's an archway. I'll try to get it on the other side, but God, this shit's sick. I mean, it just feels like you're hiking on another planet out here, man. I do have some new gear with me on this trip. Obviously, I got the new sunnies on. The Heatwave Future Techs. Fucking badass. Call me Laserface, you know? I've got a new 3-liter bladder. It's Gregory, I believe. It's got a nice little magnet attachment. Put on your chest strap. I'm liking that so far. And then I also have a new headlamp. It's a Black Diamond. I don't know the model of it, but it's a rechargeable headlamp, which didn't really know that concept existed. I've always just had like an old AAA battery powered headlamp, so kind of sick. Rechargeable. That way I'm losing some more ounces on my pack. I don't have to bring an extra little battery pack with me. That's nice. All right, first. Oh, it's starting to rain a little bit. Uh-oh. But first fucking snack of the trail. Little Cliff energy blocks. So
It's just sprinkling a little bit. Gotta keep my eye on this. See where I'm headed is pretty clear. It's raining decent over there. Be a safe hiker, man. Don't be stupid out there, alright? Man, it's pretty sick. We're not even following a trail right now. We're just hiking up and over a bunch of slick rock. I'm just following cairns right now. If you don't know what a cairn is, that's a cairn. Over there's a cairn. A cairn's just a man-made stack of rocks to help hikers find their way. I'm sure a lot of you know that, but in case you didn't, if you ever see one, you know, if you're an inexperienced hiker and you ever see a cairn on the trail, man, never push that over, never mess with it. What you can do is add a rock to it, just as long as you don't make it fall over or anything, but add a rock, make it more visible. Never kick it over, man. You could get somebody killed by doing that. Yo, what's up, gang? Here in this slot canyon right now. I was fucking nervous as hell to come in here, dude. I was like, there was a cairn right at the start, and I was like, do I gotta go up and over? Like, where's the next cairn? And then I looked down this fucking slot and I'm like, motherfucker, it's right in front of me. So we grew a pair of nuts and we fucking squeezed through that crack. And what do you know? We're already on the other side. So, fear conquered, just like that. Alright, now that was sick as fuck. I had two ladders. I came up one, just across the top of this huge canyon, just climbed down that one. But now that we're over that one, we can see what the needles is really all about. All of these right here, pointy needles. I saw my first group of hikers on the trail not too long ago, right at the turn off to go to Druid Arch. They were nice. Only people I've seen all day so far, so I'm not gonna be heading up to Druid Arch. The map said 2 miles up, 2 miles back. The sign says 2.5, so who knows what the distance really is. It's about 3:15 right now, 3:15 p.m. and I still got another mile or so until my campsite, so I mean 5 miles up to Druid Arch. I wouldn't get done till, you know, maybe 6:37, and then I wouldn't get to camp for another 30-45 minutes. It'd be dark by then, so making another smart decision here on the trail, and just as much as I want to get up there and see that, it would just put me in a bad spot for tonight. So I mean, this trail has already been just gnarly overall. So, you know, seeing Druid Arch, eh. Well, ended up making a wrong turn at Druid Arch, and I went about 0.8 miles out of the way. I pulled up to some different campsites that I knew weren't near my area, so my choice was either to turn around and hike back the way I came, or to connect to my campsite through this other loop, which was like 0.4, 0.5 miles shorter distance. So that's what I decided to do. A little disappointed in myself, adding more mileage to my day, but I thought about asking those guys like what the right way to CP2 was and shit, and I was like, nah, I got it. So never hurts to ask, man. Don't let your ego fucking stop you from going the right way. After a couple more wrong turns and dropping my ego and asking for directions from those guys, made it to camp. Made it to camp for the night. So let's go ahead and get that tent set up, baby. We're camping on pure rock, so no stakes are being used. Rocks are holding down all the pole lines. It's pretty taut, but not as taut as I'd like in the back here. It's a little loose, but it'll do. Air mattress going in. Pillow going in. And sleeping bag going in. This is a North Face Cat's Meow bag. I've had this for like 10 years or so. It's rated for like 20 degrees, but it's gonna be like 65 with a little bit of breeze tonight, so I just brought it to have something, you know. Next thing I want to do here, while I have the time, is inventory my water. So I've got a little less than a liter left in my bladder. That's 2 liters. That's 3.5. That'll be 5. So, and that would be maybe a quarter. So we've got about 5.25 liters left. So that means I can definitely drink around 1.5 liters tonight through camp. So that's good. That's good to know. Got camp all set up, man. Got rehydrated, got some food in me. Getting that sweet wood fatty right now. Don't buy those freaking 45 calorie little turkey sticks like I used to do, alright? Get something that'll actually fulfill you. Instead of bringing 10 freaking little turkey sticks like I did on my last hike down in Bryce Canyon, I just brought like 4 of these. Less trash that I gotta haul around. I'm more fulfilled after eating one. I'm not gonna be doing too much more tonight, so just enjoying my last snack. Watching the sun go down, watching this place change as we creep into the night. Oh yeah, and peep the new drip. You know what I'm saying, gang? Rechargeable? Rechargeable, bro? Hiking is evolving. Never mind, guys, I lied. I have one more bedtime snack. Okay? A little 6 milli citrus. And don't worry, I'm swallowing my spit. And I'm taking these when I'm done. I'm putting them in a plastic bag, alright? So, leave no trace at all. Except for footprints, okay? Take only pictures. Here's our bear bag, or fucking bear canister, that is. A little protection, so no critters get to it. And if they do, I'll fucking hear them, wake up, blast them. Morning, guys. Oh, man. Man, last night was it was freaking great, but it's pretty hot at the same time. I didn't even use my sleeping bag. And at first I tried to climb in my tent around maybe like 9:30, 9:45. And the second I hopped in there, I just started freaking drenching in sweat. The ground was still hot from the day. It was just radiating up and through the floor of my tent, through my sleeping pad. And I felt like I was in the sauna. So I got out of my tent, hung out for another hour or so out here, and climbed back in. I rolled up both my doors. I just slept like that. And got pretty good sleep. Pretty good sleep. I think I woke up at 1, and I woke up at 4. It's like 6:30 right now, so it rained just a little bit last night, nothing crazy. So let's freaking get the day started, dude. I always want to make sure this isn't leaking after you fill it up. 'Cause man, imagine you pour it out of your water bottles into your bladder, and then your bladder just fucking spills all over the place. I think we're good though. I will say that was one of the more relaxing nights I've had out in the wilderness. No interruptions. You know, normally you'll hear some kind of animal, or small or big, making its way through your camp or close to your camp. That usually gets your blood pumping a little bit, but man, nothing but birds and crickets, insects. Nice dopamine reset. And just like that, I was never here. All packed up. No traces left behind. Ready to get this day of hiking started. hiking through this little slot canyon right now. It's getting pretty skinny up there. Check this out. This is freaking sick. Been hiking now for, I'm gonna say maybe 2.5 hours. Probably gone 5 or so miles. We're not too far from the parking lot. Again, I don't have a GPS, so I wanna say 2.5. But today's been fun. I've just been taking my time, enjoying the scenery, taking breaks whenever I need. I've seen one other group of hikers, a little family. That's it. They said they saw a giant hare, giant rabbit. But other than that, they hadn't seen too much wildlife. I haven't really seen anything other than a lot of lizards. Some bats flew around my camp last night. What else? A lot of insects, but nothing, no mammals really. Well, I guess a bat is a mammal, no? No, no big wildlife or anything, so. So, that ridge line, all those needles, that's where we started the hike today. I camped just on the other side of all those formations. So, we've definitely covered some distance today. This is like the high point of the trail so far. We've been, I mean, it's not that much on paper, you know, it's only 8 miles or so, but holy shit. Up and down all this slick rock, twisting and turning. It's intense. It's way harder than just, you know, like a straightforward, well-maintained dirt trail. like if you're hiking in the Uintas or anything like that. There's the car, there's the parking lot. The video's not over yet. On the road in, I saw some turnoffs to go to some Indian petroglyphs. So I'm gonna drive and take a look at those since it's earlier in the day. Made it back.
Never mind guys, I lied. That's the end of the video.